drugs, not hugs.
Hugs. No, hugs, not drugs.
Oh. We do things differently around here.
Holy shit. Welcome to Morning Chatter Podcast.
Hello.
This is your host, Chelsea, with
Courtney.
and we are here today. Woo, we made it. I'm excited.
Episode 6.
6.
Yay.
This is exciting, right?
And last time, what did we talk about?
eBay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Jinx.
Jinx, buy me a Coke.
So how many of you have sold your shit since then?
Yes,
Make
definitely.
some money.
I haven't sold anything. I'll be
Me
honest
neither.
with you. Like, seriously, I need her to come over and, like, personally, physically move my body to, like, go through my kids' stuff and
Well,
sell
I
it.
think it would be easier, like, I'd rather sell my stuff in person to somebody than wants to go sell it on eBay. So I don't have to deal with shipping or just,
No,
here,
totally.
Christy, why don't you
Yeah.
buy all our stuff?
Well, I even
and
asked her
then you
that
can
too.
make a
That's so funny. I
profit.
said, like, why don't you set up a business where you go in people's house and sell their shit?
Seriously.
But I guess that's like an estate sale. So she would be like,
Well, I'm going to have an estate sale this weekend.
Garage
Come on
sale.
over.
Exactly.
Yeah, at least with the estate sale, you don't have to move all the shit out front.
That's true.
You know? Just
That's
come
true.
on in.
Just come on in. Take
Bake
it.
some
I don't
cookies
care.
for you.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
through my cupboards. But anyway, so this time we're going to be talking about asking for help and the benefits of asking for help and maybe
like chores, physical help,
yeah,
mental
totally.
help,
mental help,
anything.
things that help you out that make you more productive. but-
Receiving offers of help instead of
Receiving
no,
offers of help.
I can do it myself.
Are you good at that? Are you good at asking for help, or
Um,
do you struggle with that?
I struggle. I feel like, you know, when I had Archer, I had to accept help because I was
Yes.
like on the couch for weeks after my C-section.
definitely.
I didn't even have to change a diaper for the first 2 weeks.
There you
So
go.
yeah, I mean, I definitely needed to accept the help. And people want to help. And I feel
course.
like they also like maybe need a little direction. Like, you know, when they came over, oh, what can I do for you? Well, you know what? The laundry needs to be
Exactly.
flipped and the dishwasher's full. So
No, totally.
definitely
Or
have
just
my
grab this
moments.
baby.
Yeah. I have my moments where I'm not good about it, or maybe somebody helps me the wrong way. Like there is a certain way to load the dishwasher.
I can always use a good dishwasher.
Uh-oh, danger, Will Robinson.
Danger, Will Robinson. Danger.
Production's not here today, so I can talk shit on him until he watches it.
I'm scared.
So yeah, I don't know. What about you?
I think with certain things, I am good at asking for help. Like if I'm at work, I can totally ask for help. No
Yeah.
problem. Even with
I'm in the weeds.
Yeah, exactly. Help me, I'm dying. But with things like, hey, can you watch my kid, or can you go out of your way to do something for me?
Yeah.
Then I think I start feeling guilty, or like now I'm taking up their time, and
Right.
like I don't know. That has always been a hard part for me. It's not like. That doesn't come easy for me at all.
Yeah.
But if like around the house, yeah, I have no problem
Sure.
asking Bo for
Hey,
help.
slave driver.
Exactly. Bo, or even my kids. I'm like, help me, help. But like family members or even friends, like, oh, that's a rough one for
Yeah.
sure. But it's obviously something that we or I need to work on.
Yeah.
Because there are many benefits of asking for help.
Yeah.
You know, like they say that it can help build a relationship and networking. So
Yeah.
even with us, like starting a business, it's not a bad thing to go and ask for help. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like get your name out there, or hey, we're kind of asking Jeff for help. You
Yeah.
know? Like, hey, can you help us set this up? Like,
Right.
if we would have just said like, oh, I feel bad, we probably would have not even gotten to this point.
Yeah.
You know, because
Because we don't know what we're doing.
we don't
so
know
we
what
need,
we're doing,
yeah.
so we need help, you know. And with anything in life, when you don't know what you're doing, you legit need help. So I think it can only make you better,
Yeah.
I guess.
And then you like get that connection with that person
yeah,
too. And,
And
you know,
you're
people
learning
like
something.
to help.
and they do though. You know, it's like I think it, like you said, like with the things around the house, it helps lighten the load. You know, like if
Yeah, you don't want to feel overwhelmed with everything.
no, like if you go away with your girlfriends for coffee and then you come home and nothing had been done, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that would be frustrating. It's like, okay, could you at least like with your significant other, could you at least help me out a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
can you do this? Or maybe it's more of like you need to push them to do it. Like,
Yeah.
hey, when I'm gone, you need to do this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
But that's hard for people.
It is, because you also don't want to like nag too.
No,
don't know.
definitely. But you
My
definitely
therapist
should
told
ask for
me
help.
the way to, especially stuff around the house, is just say, either just be vulnerable, you know, but the way to word it would also be like, I need help with cleaning, blah, blah, blah. So you're not directly asking that person for their help, but it gives them a chance to offer, like they could either respond
Puts the
with,
ball
you know
in
what?
their
Yeah,
court.
like, you know what? I'm going to help you clean that toilet. Or
Yeah.
they could be like, you know what? Let's hire a cleaning service.
Not so bossy.
So it's not making them do it. It's just being vulnerable and asking for them to help figure out the situation. I
Yeah, but if
guess.
that's hard for you to do that, then I think then you suffer when you get home because now you're mad at that person
Yeah,
for
and
not
then-
doing those things. And
right.
it's like, how are they supposed to know that you wanted them to do those things?
Yeah.
I want you to want to do the dishes.
Why would I want to do dishes?
Yeah.
You know, or how are people supposed to know that you might need a break and you need some help with your kids?
Yeah. Because
you
you don't
know,
want to be
unless
like
you
burnt
ask.
out.
No, definitely. You
So-
don't want to be burnt out. But I also read that it like increases your productivity. So if you're helping someone or someone's helping you, it's only giving you more time throughout the day because now things are getting done even faster.
Yeah. Take things off your plate so you have free
More time to do
other
other
things.
things.
And maybe do something that makes you happy.
Exactly.
Cleaning the toilet doesn't make me happy.
No,
so
absolutely
if
not.
someone else can take that off my plate
Yeah.
and I can do something that fills my soul, then, you know, if mama's happy, everyone's happy.
I totally agree with that though too. But like I said, it also gives you an opportunity to learn
Yeah.
and develop and become like better because now you're not just stuck in your own head. You're allowing someone in that can look at it at a different perspective, I
That's
think.
true. Yeah.
You know, like, I don't know. And I also think that it helps you
Turn the page.
scene change. It helps you feel grateful.
Yeah.
You know, like if I help someone, I feel good about it. So if I ask for help, I would be so grateful if they help me. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like that now helps us both. You're feeling grateful because you can help this person.
Right.
And you're also feeling grateful because somebody is helping you.
Yeah, and if they're grateful that you're helping them, it makes you want to help them more if it's being appreciated.
Yeah, it's like a big cycle of gratefulness.
Yeah, like a
Why
big
not?
give and take
Give and
and
take.
circle of goodness.
Exactly. But I wonder why it is hard to ask for help because for me, I struggle with it with
Yeah.
certain things, especially when it comes to my family.
Like we feel like we need to do it all.
yeah, like Superwoman,
Yeah,
or
and be
Superman
Superwoman
or whatever.
because if you're showing that you need help, then you're admitting that you can't do this
Weak.
all yourself.
Yeah,
And so you feel vulnerable, or
yeah, definitely.
I don't know. Maybe do you feel and not you, just you in
Yeah, yeah,
general?
yeah.
Do we feel like embarrassed that we need help? Like we
Yeah, it's a
can't
pride
handle
thing.
it all? I mean, I can't handle it all
Yeah.
for sure.
And I get like that.
yeah,
Like,
I don't know.
that. Like even asking for if it's like money, like it's like, oh no, dude, I don't, I'm not gonna do that. Like,
Yeah.
cause that's like a pride thing for
Right.
me. You know what I mean? Like, even though I know someone would help me if they knew I needed it.
Yeah.
For me, it's like a pride thing. Like, so at one point though, you have to swallow your pride and be like, hey, why don't you just accept the help? They're offering to give
Yeah.
it to you.
Be a good receiver.
Yeah, be
Back
a
to that
good
book that I'm
receiver.
obsessed with
No,
by Laura
totally.
Doyle. It's
I
good.
do need to be a better receiver.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe not with things like that, I guess.
What did you say?
But I did read that it could, you get that from your parents. And my dad
Oh.
was like that.
Yeah.
He was like, I don't need help. I remember like my dad saying that. I didn't get help from anyone money wise, or you know what I mean? Like even now he's like 70 and he barely asked for help and he lives in a giant ass house. And
Yeah.
it's like, you need help with the backyard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Especially if you're doing
like,
it
I
on
can
your
do it
own. I can do it on my
myself.
own. Like,
Well, he's
he
a
was-
handy guy.
Yeah,
He's
yeah, exactly.
does electric stuff.
Exactly.
So he's always working with his
He like
hands.
basically built that house.
Right.
You know?
So,
it's like
I think if in your mind, like, well, if I could do it myself, why would I ask somebody else
Exactly.
to do it?
But then it like actually
But the
helps
time.
you on time.
Yeah, you
because
need
I
it for
think
time.
about that, like because he, I don't know why we're bringing up my dad, but he had to like paint the side of the house, and instead of paying someone, he's up there like on a rafter, 70-year-old man like painting the side of his freaking house, and
Yeah.
it's like. Okay, but that's what I saw my whole life. That was who he was. So I think
Which is
that's-
also a good
It
example,
is a good thing
though.
because then it also teaches you too, like
Don't
if-
rely too heavy on
don't
other
rely
people.
too heavy. But if like
Save
something
yourself.
goes wrong in the house, instead of I would do that though, I'd be like, ooh, my I need to hang this. My husband's not very handy. sorry, but I need to hang this shelf. I don't want to hire someone. I'll go ask my dad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, but it's like with things like that, I still have a hard time asking him to come over and like, hey, can you fix this? I know
Yeah.
you're really good at electrical stuff. Can you put this breaker in? My lights don't work in my house.
Yeah.
You know, but he has no problem coming over and helping.
He probably likes helping his little
And he
baby
likes
girl.
helping. Yeah, and he had the same thing with my brother. He went over and helped my brother too. But I do think it has a lot to do with your parents. Oh, party foul! Oh
I
shoot!
shouldn't have had 4 cups.
Yeah, that is. Just put that gorgeous.
You really
hair
got to
over
watch
there.
our
There
show if
you
you're listening
go.
on Apple.
I know, right? But you know, they also say like maybe you were told your whole life that it's better to give than receive. So then you have this
Yeah.
weird feeling of you've been told, well, it's better to give than to
Right.
get something for you.
But it's not, because if someone's
it's not.
giving something to you and you turn, just put yourself in their shoes. If you're giving your something to somebody and they're like, oh no
Yeah.
thanks, or I don't need that,
Yeah.
and you're kind of like, oh,
I don't need your
okay,
help.
womp womp.
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
It's like,
they're
whoa, back
turning
off.
down this beautiful gift.
Hey,
and
give me that casserole. I'll take
Right.
it. I remember people like, yeah, after you have a
Vicky.
baby, they're like, hey, I'm gonna bring by a casserole.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I know that was.
You know what I
awesome.
mean? It's
I
like
need to have another baby just so
sure,
people can
right?
bring
Yeah,
me food.
exactly. It's like, can you come over and do my laundry, please?
Right.
Because I hate doing laundry. But it is. I think it comes from when you're a kid and how you were raised, and that is a good saying. You know, it's better to give than to receive. But is it
Yeah,
taken
because you want to be
too-
generous, but
Or is it taken too far where you're like, well, now I don't want to receive?
yeah.
You know, or I don't know. Maybe people would accuse you of being greedy. Maybe you're scared of that. Like maybe it's like
You're too
I don't want to
needy.
come off like
Yeah,
needy.
help me,
like-
help me.
Exactly. But then
But it goes both ways.
it
so.
could go both ways.
Yeah. And like with emotional help too, you know, like if you ask people for advice or you turn to your friend to cry on their shoulder, like if you're always just saying, oh, I'm fine, everything's fine, you know, then you're not having that deeper emotional connection with your friend. And maybe
Yeah, you're
they
putting
want,
up a front.
they want to be there for you and they want to give you that support. But if you're not receiving that emotional help from them, you know, then I mean,
Then
what
you get
kind of
nothing. What
friendship
kind of friendship
that?
is that? And then
You're
you're
more
putting,
an
but you're
acquaintance.
also putting up a front for yourself too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the second you let someone in and you break down your walls,
Yeah.
like you said, now you're being vulnerable and
Yeah.
you
It's scary.
and that's your true self. But that's the best thing you can do is
True.
be your true self. It's like
Absolutely.
I don't want to hear what you think I want to hear. I want to hear what you think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if it doesn't agree with me, I don't care. Like
Right.
that's great.
That's how you grow.
That's how we grow. That's how you communicate though. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? It's like I'm not going to just sit like kind of like what we were talking about at our last one with the 5 people that you surround yourself
Mm-hmm.
with. If I constantly have people that are like, yeah, everything's great. We're
Yeah.
fine. You're awesome. It's like, cool. I'm stagnant now.
Right.
Because my friends are great. They put up a front like they're great and I'm great then. You know, it's like, no, you have a bad day and you need help. Go ask for help.
Yeah.
You know, because and maybe you don't do it right then. You know what I mean? Maybe you're like in your little cry fit and you're not doing it. But I think it's a good thing to sit back and reflect and do some inner work and really, like, if you need help, go get help.
And then I think also receiving that help mentally. Like if I come cry on your shoulder all the
Yeah.
time and you give me advice and I don't change anything and I just like if I just come and like I'm constantly like bashing my husband or something, eventually you're going to be like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore. Like it's just constantly
I've tried to
negative
help
and
you.
you're not trying to like change anything.
Yeah, at least put the effort in.
Yeah.
Too.
So
no,
there's
for sure.
that kind of, you know, you have to, that's just where you have to receive
the help.
Receive the help, people.
And embrace the fact that people want to help you.
Yeah.
You know, like there are people that genuinely want to help you.
Yeah, well, it makes you feel good too. To
And
be
it
there
does.
for somebody.
It does, definitely. And you know, because it builds like a community when you start asking for help and people around you want to help you. And now you have the momentum
What did you just say?
of the community like pushing you
Yeah.
to your next level, you know.
Greatness.
Exactly. I actually saw something the other day when I was in the gym and this girl was doing this like sled push and it had a lot of weight on it, but then her her coach came in and like helped her push it, and the momentum of her helping, she took off and like
Yeah.
could just go. But it was that initial like
Sometimes you need that
just
little-
need a push, and it
And
might
I needed
be
a
from your
push
community.
today. I was
know.
at CrossFit today,
Woo!
which a whole other topic. 'Cause I
Yes,
started
we'll get to
CrossFit
that next time.
Did a squat. Well, I warned my coach. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm being able to like go down
Yeah.
as low once I put this weight on. He's like, okay, let's watch. So I got down and I'm like, stuck. Oh, he had to lift the bar up because Mama couldn't get back up.
Oh, I love that you're doing CrossFit now. That makes me so happy. But exactly, you're relying on a team.
Yeah.
You know, like, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's like, swallow your pride, get over yourself and your ego, and let people help you. Because
Yeah,
it
what do
takes
you
a
have to
village
prove? Like,
sometimes.
why do you
Who
need to
are
do
you
it all
proving
yourself?
this to? Your inner child, maybe?
Yeah. I
It's like,
mean,
what is going on with that?
yeah.
But moving into our next thing, it's like, at what point are you asking for too much help? Like,
Yeah.
at what point do you say, now I am not empowering you, I am enabling you?
Yeah.
And I think of that like with my kids, like, because I'm like, oh gosh, we're getting ready for school. We got to
Yeah.
get ready. Let me tie your freaking shoes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, instead of being like, take the time to tie your shoes so you get better every day.
Right.
Instead of
Yeah, no,
just
that makes
jumping
sense.
in and finishing the project for him.
Yeah.
You know, like, because, and you'll see like when they get older too, when they're babies, it's like, yeah, you have to help them.
Tie your shoe, damn it,
Figure it
Archer.
out, 6-month-old baby. It's like, hello. But
Yeah.
I mean, like, with the older they get, the better it is to let them figure it out on
guide
their
them.
own. Exactly. Guide them.
Instead
to
of doing it all.
Exactly. Because it's like, I want to help them.
You're like, we gotta go.
But you can help too much, and then
Yeah.
they don't know how to do it on their own.
Right.
So it's like, even with like problem solving, if you are helping them figure out these problems, you're just jumping in and not letting them figure it out on their own. When they're adults,
Yeah.
they're going to struggle with that. They're going to struggle with little tiny problems.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Or
like,
even like laundry. Like if your kid's going
Yeah.
off to college and you've always done their laundry, like how are
How
they
do they
gonna
know?
survive out of the nest?
no, but for real though, these are like little tiny tools that they need, and maybe some of us didn't get, you know, like when you were growing up.
Yeah.
Because I'm guilty of it. I do it with my kids. I'm like, I want to go. Let me just do this for you real
Yeah.
quick. You know what I mean? Or like, I'm the worst with the shoe tying. It's the worst, and he could
Maybe
do it.
you should get them Velcro shoes.
Well, I did that, but then Bo's like, you gotta get them shoes that ties. And I'm like, okay, got it. You know, you're not putting their shoes on in the morning. I am, but okay. But they can do it. That's
Flip-flops.
the problem. It's like
Yeah.
they tie their shoes. It's just like, holy moly. It's like, and I'm like, you're killing me.
You're killing me, Smalls.
Like right now. So I think I need to set up more time for them to tie them shoes. And
Yeah.
granted, tying shoes is just like a small like example. I mean, with everything, let's say your kid comes to you, an adult kid, hey, I need more money. Okay, cool. Get you out of your little rut.
Yeah.
Hey, I need more. Hey, when do you stop? When do you cut
Right.
them off? Like, when do you say, like, dude, I'm not giving you any more freaking money.
Yeah.
Go get a job. Go figure it out. Or if they're struggling with other things, you know, it's
Or like addiction. Like you don't want to
addiction.
be enabling.
But
them.
I could imagine it would be easy to enable because
Yeah.
you want them
You want the best.
the best for them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's like,
But maybe the
at
best
one point,
is
I
you-
think too much help is can be too much.
Yeah.
I think it can create a problem.
Totally.
To where they're constantly
Just relying on you.
on other people. At what point do you pick yourself up and say, dude, I got this. I can do this on my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You got to do some
Yeah,
things yourself.
You do, though, as adults. We have to do certain things on our own. And you have to, like, realize that just because the help is there, you know, and you know your parents are going to help you, or your grandma or whatever,
Yeah.
whoever it is, you know the help is there, doesn't mean you always have to ask for it.
Right.
You
Just
know,
use it
like,
as a, like a
cr-
buffer
like
or whatever
like a
what's the
crutch.
word?
A crutch,
Yeah.
I think.
I don't know.
Wheelchair.
Something.
Use it as a wheelchair. You know, I'm like notorious for getting
Sayings
sayings
messed
wrong.
I'm not superstitious, but I am a little stitious.
I'll say stuff
A
to
safety
him.
net. Use it as a safety net.
Mine was a crutch and a
A
wheelchair.
wheelchair.
Holy shit.
But you get what we're saying.
Yeah, exactly. Don't. I think you should try to not rely so much to the point where now you are not self-sufficient. That's what I'm trying to say.
Self-sufficient. That's the other word too.
Self-sufficient, exactly.
Yeah, just
Like-
do it when you truly need it. If you're feeling run
Worn
down, overwhelmed, or when it
That's all, folks.
when it matters, when you
I
really
must
need
have
it.
given
Yeah,
you my
your
twisted tongue.
remixed up.
Twisted tongue. Sorry.
Oh, jeez.
Exactly. When you really need it. And that way you're not struggling, you
Yeah.
know, because I think it would be better to empower than to enable,
Yeah.
because then we build stronger human beings,
Yeah.
which I need to work
agree.
on. I need a lot of work. Holy
Well,
mackerel.
geez, I have a long road ahead of me. You've already been in
Jeez
this a while. We
Louise,
haven't got
right?
to shoe tying yet.
Yeah, and that's a small thing. Wait till they start like beating each other up. That's a whole nother. That's a whole nother topic. Yeah, let's not go down that route right now. But yeah, so I guess if you, what am I trying to say here? If you're trying to encourage, you want to encourage good behaviors and not
enable
create
bad. Okay.
behaviors.
Yeah, that makes
That's
sense.
what we're trying to say
Yeah.
here.
The whole gist. There's the cliff notes.
Boom, boom. Encourage good behavior and encourage independence, but also let them know that at times it is okay to ask for help. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with asking for help.
Doesn't make you
Just
weak.
don't take advantage of people.
Yeah.
And how do you let go of those people that are constantly asking for help? Does that just set up a strong boundary? Hey, I've helped you enough. You know, at one
You're
point
sucking
you
the
need
life
to-
out of me.
You need to freaking grow up.
Yeah.
You know, like I guess I keep relating it to kids, but even friends. Like it's like, okay,
just too
I've
needy.
put too much into this. Like I think
'cause
you
then
need
it-
to figure this out on your own.
Because it can
now.
become like one-sided.
Yeah.
A one-sided relationship if you're just giving, the other person's taking. You're
Yeah.
like, my tank's empty. And
No, for sure.
yeah.
And then you're got nothing else to give.
Yeah.
'Cause you're sweating so much. I think that was pretty good, right?
Alrighty. Well,
Hopefully they got something out of it. It is okay to receive help, right?
yes. And let us know, in the comments, do you have trouble asking for help? Or are you like, cool, I can ask for help all the time? Chore help.
Good tips.
Yeah.
What are your guys' tips to asking for help? Or are you more of a receiver, or a giver? I don't know. Just go get some help if you need help,
Yes.
because it's good for you. But don't ask for too
And
much
don't
help.
be ashamed of asking for help.
Exactly. Yeah,
It doesn't
that's
mean
so
you're
true.
weak. You don't need to be Superwoman or
Yeah.
Superman
Swallow your
and juggle
pride.
it all. Like, it's okay to lean on people,
And people
when you
like
need
to
it.
help you
Yes.
sometimes.
And casseroles. Bring your friends casseroles. Everyone
Yes.
likes that.
Lasagna.
All right, guys.
sorry.
Well, check us out. Let's see. We're on YouTube. I almost said eBay. Where are we? Apple
she's selling us on
Podcast. We're for sale on
Yeah,
Etsy.
exactly.
So yeah, subscribe,
Apple
like,
Podcasts.
comment,
Are they
share.
not called iTunes anymore?
iTunes is
They
music.
switched, right?
They separated it.
Oh,
so the
they
iTunes is
separated it.
music.
So
We're
Apple
on Apple
Podcasts,
Podcasts,
Spotify,
We're on
YouTube.
Google something. Like
Ooh.
Jeff has the Samsung phone, and he'll
Oh.
be like, "Hey Google, play morning," and he talks just like that. Hey Google,
Oh.
play morning chatter podcast. And I
it'll
started
play it.
I started
Oh, that's
talking.
cool. That's cool. I like like Alexa kind of.
I guess for their phone. I don't know how
Okay.
those phones work. Are you
Neither
kidding?
do I. I have an iPhone.
Yeah, iPhones.
Sorry.
So yeah.
But yeah, check us out and go get some help.
Yes.
I think I just spit out of my nose.
I don't know what else to say.
Did we discuss this? Oh, plug.
Bloopers.
Bloopers. Totally. We need to like dance or something. Okay.
Is that okay? This all but
Did I black out again?
chicken roasters.